Sri Guru Charana Kamalebhyo Namaha. Maitreya Muni says, O Vidura, the Lord, Supreme Lord, was satisfied with the performance of 99 sacrifices by Pruthu Mahārāja. He was pleased. The Lord was very pleased. And appeared there in the fire sacrificial arena, taking Indra, the king of heaven, with him. Lord came along with Indra, means Lord brought Indra to the fire sacrifice place of King Pruthu and told the king, O Pruthu, you had taken vow to perform 100 fire sacrifices. Had taken a vow called Sankalpa in Sanskrit. But King Indra created disturbance, obstacle, problem, havoc in your sacrifice. He has come with me. I have brought him to beg pardon for his doing. Please forgive him. You are a Vaishnava. Vaishnava always forgives for the mistakes committed towards the Vaishnava. Personal mistakes committed. Vaishnava does not forgive scriptural mistakes. O king, those who are wise, they do not keep enmity, envy towards others. Because such wise people do not identify with their body. They understand the body and soul are two different things. If people like you, as devotees, they do not become covered by illusion, not get carried away by the material energy of this world, Maya. If devotees like you become carried away by Maya, then whatever austerity and fasting and chanting and all that was done, all goes in vain. In other words, those wise people never let avidya, ignorance, cover them, and never become attracted to the material desires, fulfilling material desires. They don't crave for sense gratification. If such devotees do not care about their body, how can they be attached to their family members, house, possessions, wealth, money, or friends? They will not be. The Lord said, Ya evam santam atmanam Atmastham Veda Purusha. Najyate Prakristhopi Tad Gune Samai Sthita. O king, those people who think their soul is different from their body and accept it and feel it, even though they exist in this world and do work like other material people who are doing, they do not get affected by three modes of material nature, namely goodness, passion, and ignorance. They remain away unaffected because they are working for the Supreme Lord. Their mind and attention is absorbed and remains absorbed in me. That's why nothing of this world can affect them. O king, those who perform devotional service continuously without expecting anything in return for their service, slowly, gradually, their mind and heart becomes free from contamination, becomes purified. When the mind, intelligence and heart is purified, how can such people have any connection with this material world? How can they keep any connection? Not affected. How can they be affected? Not possible. Because they become realized with the real knowledge. They on the path of self-realization. They become as pure as me, Lord says, and obtain lasting peace, Lord says. How? Sasvat Shanti Nigachati Bhagavad Gita. Lasting peace, eternal peace. They remain thoroughly absorbed in me and love me with great affection. They do not care about loss and gain, happiness and pleasure. And they never give up devotional service. Those who give up devotional service, whatever they did, it's forgotten. For this life. Next life, it may be carried on further, no problem. But why one has to not obtain liberation and blessings of the Lord in one life is not wise if they cannot. If one cannot obtain liberation within one life, is not wise. You, O king, while seeing every living entity to be equal and seeing me in them, you should behave with them and deal with them equally. Not there is an animal, is my food, is a human being, is different than animal, is not correct. So must see everyone equally, see me in them, thus behave them equally, deal with them same equally. Keeping your mind and senses under control and taking help from your ministers. Try to take care and protect your citizens as if they're your children. O king, may all auspiciousness fall on you. And your well-being is in taking care of your subjects properly. Because if you only think and arrange everything required for your subjects, then you will get love from them. Plus, whatever merit they accumulate, 1/5 will come to you. If a ruler, the Lord says, if a ruler do not care about facilities and welfare of his public, his people, and only tax upon tax sucks their blood by taxing them, then that king loses his merits. That ruler loses his merits, vigor, and acquires 1/6 of the sins committed by his public. Therefore, you should protect your citizens and kingdom properly. If you do so, because you will become meritorious, your merits and merits of public united in you will invite 4 Kumaras, self-realized souls, Sanak, Sanandan, Sanatan, Sanat Kumar, near you, and they will bless you with transcendental knowledge. The Lord is speaking. Lord knows everything. O King, due to your great purity and merits, I have come under your control. You love me so much and I love you back. Same. Now you can ask me any boon you want. Lord offered him. The devotee did not ask. Devotee should serve Lord Sri Krishna without any motivation. See, here, Pruthu Mahārāja did not ask for a boon. Lord himself is offering. Ask a boon from me, take. Maitreya Muni says, hearing such words of the Supreme Lord, the king embraced those words and accepted them. Indra also was there, looking at everything. He felt so ashamed and fell at the feet of the king. King as a Vaishnava lifted King Indra. Indra is a king of heaven, not ordinary man. He rules the heavenly planets. And Vaishnava lifted King Indra up. What does it indicate? Indicates it is those who are wholeheartedly have become devotees and never stop devotional service at any condition, in any situation, at any time, they become better than King Indra, king of heaven. After lifting King Indra, King Pruthu embraced him and forgave him and forgot his enmity towards him. King Pruthu then worshipped the Supreme Lord. And caught hold of lotus feet of the Lord. Lord is still on top of Garuda. He has not come down yet. Garuda is standing on earth. But Lord is still there. He's speaking from there, looking down to the king. King is looking up to the Lord. Caught hold of lotus feet of the Lord means when Lord sits on Garuda, he does not sit like you sit on a bike, keeping both legs on both sides. Lord sits, keeping both legs, both feet in one side. Sits like that. That's what it means. Caught hold of Lord's lotus feet. Even though Lord wanted to return, he could not return to his abode because the love of devotee, Pruthu Mahārāja, kept the Lord there and not go. Just see how much love can tie the Supreme Lord. Devotee's love ties the Lord. Even though want to go, cannot go. He has no free will. Love of the devotee ties the Lord. The nature of the Supreme Lord is to love his pure devotees. One who becomes wholeheartedly devotee of Kṛṣṇa, Kṛṣṇa loves him, loves that devotee, him or her, no problem. There is no difference between a male and female devotee in spiritual path. Both are equal. No one is less. But both of them should be wholeheartedly dedicated. Wholeheartedly means they never stop in any condition, in any situation, at any time, performing devotional service. They will not stop. Due to excessive love in the heart of Pruthu Mahārāja, his eyes were filled with tears. That's why he could not look at the Lord properly. His throat got choked up. He could not pray. He wanted to recite prayers. He recited, but he could not recite properly. And he embraced the Lord in his heart. Even the Lord is sitting on the carrier, Garuda, but in his heart, in his mind, God got hold of the Lord and embraced him. Just imagine. That's how a devotee should function. Because he could not pray with sufficient words. That's why he folded his hands towards the Lord and stood. Seeing this situation of the devotee Pruthu, the Supreme Lord got down from Garuda. Lord will come for you if you become a real devotee. Try to become real devotee. Why you want to waste your life by not executing devotional service properly? Improper devotional service will not invite Lord. You cannot get liberation. Haphazardly you should not do devotional service. Half-heartedly we cannot do devotional service to reap perfect result from our service. Lord came down, got down from his carrier for his devotee Pruthu. And he kept one hand on the shoulder of his carrier Garuda and spoke to the king. King Pruthu wiped his tears from his eyes and looked at the Lord as if he was going to drink the Lord without blinking his eyes. It seemed like his eyes were hungry to see the Lord forever. For a long, long time, he he wanted to see. Devotee is always hungry to see the Lord. He or she always should crave to be with the Lord. Always crave to do more service to the Lord and never feel satisfied that he's doing sufficiently. Like that. After seeing the Lord with satisfaction, the king spoke to the Lord. Oh, liberation provider. See? Oh, liberation provider, giver, Lord. You even give benediction to Lord Brahma. You are such a great, reaching with a great. Who is that wise person who will ask some benediction from you? Who will ask anything material from you? Who is that wise person who will ask material sense gratification, a benediction from you? The material happinesses, material experiences automatically come by providence. As per their past karma, they will automatically come. Why one has to ask anything material? No wise person will seek that, because they automatically come. Carry on coming till death. Happiness and pleasure, all this happiness and distress, they will all carry on coming. Therefore, I will not ask these useless temporary items of this world. The king says, Na kamaye natha tadappyaham kvachit na yatra yusmat charanambujasava. Asava means nectarine. Mahattamantar hrudayan mukhachito vidhatsva karmanchuta yesame vara. O Supreme Lord, if you want to give me blessings, please do so. But only one thing. I want to hear your nectarine narrations from pure devotees. The devotees who are always engaged in your devotional service are pure devotees. Always. They cannot think anything else. They can never stop devotional service. Such pure devotees. Oh Lord, I don't want liberation. Because in ordinary liberation, there are no devotees to tell me your transcendental narration. Coming out from their mouth, that sound vibration of transcendental narration carried by air to my ears, enter in my heart and satisfy me. I don't want that liberation. O Supreme Lord, my prayer is, therefore, reward me in 10,000 years so I can listen your glories with full satisfaction. Bhavanti hrutkarna rasayana katha karna kroda vidambini betujute karnar bude peace pruham. 10,000 years so I can listen. 10,000 tongues, millions of tongues so I can glorify. So, when pure devotees speak, when narrations of your transcendental narration come out from their mouth, air will carry that sound vibration and that will enter in my ear. Who is that person thinks that way? Only pure devotees. People are not less interested in spiritual life if they are interested at all. Very difficult to find pure devotees. One has to be very fortunate to have pure devotee to associate with. I want to hear, King said, your transcendental narrations always. He further says, Sa uttama sloka mahachyuta. Sa uttama sloka mahanmukhachyuto. ऐसा है, like that. सा उत्तम श्लोक महान्मुखच्युतो भवत्पदाम्बुज सुधा कणागला स्मृति पुनर्विस्मृत तत्व वर्तमानाम कुयोगिनाम नो वितरति अलंबरै वितरत्यलंबरै वितरति अलंबरै, like that. See, I want that kind of boon. What kind? Your transcendental liberating narrations, your transcendental pastimes, narrations, emanating from pure devotees who realized about you. I want to hear those. When that sound vibration will be carried by air into my ears and will go into my heart and revive the forgotten knowledge of you. That's why it is called descending process. Our knowledge, our blessings, our realizations come from other side, outside to inside. My realization of you will be revived, O Lord. Please give me that situation. If you are so desirous to give me a boon. Their transcendental vibration coming from their mouth. People like me who are encased in material body and material consciousness. See, he's criticizing himself. And we don't even want to take a blame for our Guru. We want to clarify our position and put the Guru's name down. That kind of disciple exists now in this age, Kali Yuga. I had a devotee named Nand Kumar. He said, Swamiji, let me take the blame. I don't want you to have bad name. Let me deal with it. Let me take the blame. Only one devotee I heard from. There are devotees in India, but outside India, I haven't heard any devotee yet except Nand Kumar. He told me that. Swamiji, let me take the blame. Now, they want to clear their name. They want good name. They want good result. And bad result, let the Guru have it. Bad name. All criticism go to Guru. See what Pruthu Mahārāja says. He says, Kuyogina. What he says? He says that people like me who are materially attached, Kuyogina, reverse of yogis, will be revived into spiritual life, will be brought into spiritual life by hearing the transcendental words coming from pure devotees. Oh Lord, I don't want any other boon than this. He is speaking, these are flatly words spoken by king. Lord is listening. He did not mean that I don't want any other boon. He's saying it, words. I don't want anything else, oh Lord. I want this. So I can associate with pure devotees. I want to hear only their words. I don't want any other thing. I'm not interested. I want to chant your holy name. Bhajana. The word bhajana is used. we are thinking only Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started bhajana, chanting, japa. It's not like that. This is happening in Treta Yuga, before Lord Rama's appearance. Just imagine. So, oh Lord, I don't need to ask anything. You will automatically provide. You are the Supreme Father. You are a good Father. Just as a good father supplies to his son everything that is required for him, similarly, even though son does not ask, father supplies. Similarly, you are my Father. You are a Father of all entities. You will automatically supply. There is no need for me to ask anything from you. You had asked me to ask for a boon. It seems to me, King speaks, it seems to me that you are tying with the rope of Vedic injunctions attractive words. I do not want to be carried away by Maya. It's like illusory words coming from the Vedas. You perform rituals to become free from sins. You will enjoy in heaven. Evam pushvitam bacham pravadanti vipaschita. Vedavada rata partha nanyadastuti karam. See, I forget nowadays everything. I don't want to meditate on what you said, ask me a boon. I want you to do the same as a good father does for his children, without being asked supplies. Maitreya Muni says, Lord heard these words from the king and he was so happy. Lord was fully satisfied with the devotional attitude of King Pruthu and spoke to him. O king, I bless you to have avichala bhakti, means steady devotional service, unending devotional service. You will never stop devotional service, is my blessing, Lord says. My devotee crosses over Maya easily, very easy. If Maya catches a devotee, that means devotion is weak. It's very difficult to relinquish Maya. But for a devotee, it's very easy. When Maya catches, very difficult to get out from her clutches. Maya means material attraction, illusory energy. That is all illusion. But if one becomes sincere devotee, very easy for him, for that devotee, him or her, same. The Lord said further, he said, those who follow my orders and they work as per my orders, my desire, my will, they go across this material creation of birth and death. They only experience good fortune, liberation, entrance into the world, spiritual world, and sport with me face to face. After saying all this, the Supreme Lord, being worshipped by the king, left there. All the demigods and sages and saintly people were honored by the king. They also dispersed. After this, king respects and honors the presiding priests and gives them their remuneration to satisfaction, and they also go. After this, while keeping Supreme Lord within his heart and paying obeisances to him in his mind, King Pruthu returned to his kingdom, capital city. Thank you very much.